Fans of the national media are acting like the Brewers were the biggest losers of the deadline. Like they sat around and did nothing while other teams went for it. But let's actually look at what they did, because Milwaukee made upgrades, and if the Brewers come up short in October again, it won't be because of this deadline. Was there a flashy blockbuster trade? Nope. And that's okay. The Brewers don't need to trade Jesus Made for a reliever because that would be an extreme overpay and means they're panicking. The Brewers didn't need a superstar. They already had the core that's good enough to win the World Series. Technically, it wasn't the trade deadline, but where would the Brewers be without Quinn, who they traded for in April, and Andrew Vaughn, the Brewers' best hitter since he got the call-up? The Brewers have been called one of, if not the biggest loser of this trade deadline, but what would they be graded if they included earlier trades? They might go from biggest losers to one of the biggest winners. But here is what they did at the deadline. The first trade involved upgrading the backup catcher. Eric Haas was doing okay, but the Brewers found a cheap place to upgrade and did it by adding Danny Jansen from the Rays. Jansen has been an average hitter and fine defender this season in Tampa Bay. The Brewers gave up Jadhair Arenamo, the team's 24th ranked prospect. Arenamo was having a great season with the Timber Rattlers, but with so many great middle infield prospects, he didn't have much of a chance to ever help the team in Milwaukee. The first move they made on deadline day was trading from their surplus of starters, trading Nestor Cortes Jr. to the Padres for Brandon Lockridge. Also included in the trade was their top international signing from a year ago, Jorge Quintana. Cortes was supposed to be one of the staples of the team's rotation, but only got to make 2 starts. Lockridge is a 28-year-old outfielder who has yet to exceed his rookie limits. He fits the Brewers' playstyle, a great defender, extremely fast, and not a ton of power. He's already contributed nicely in his first series as a Brewer and should continue to be important to the team with Chiriot out for the next month. The last one wasn't announced until after the deadline was over. Shelby Miller was the headliner, his second stint in the org, but his first with the Major League club. Miller has a 1.98 ERA in 37 appearances out of the bullpen. Right now he's injured, but once back, he'll be able to take some of the workload off Mears, Uribe, and Miguel. Jordan Montgomery was also included in this, but isn't expected back in the majors until 2026, and he will be a free agent after this season. The Brewers decided to take on some of his contract to avoid giving away a bigger name prospect, and instead will trade a player to be named later or cash. Montgomery could be a cheap sign in the offseason if they choose to go that route, but regardless if they do or don't, this is a low-risk move with a ton of upside. So yes, the trades may not have been the headliners we were hoping for, the names we wanted, but the Brewers did get better, and that's going to help a lot in October.